Welcome to the guided tutorial on accessing and navigating PowerSpeak languages. PowerSpeak Languages is Gale's online interactive foreign language resource. You'll find a variety of reading, listening, speaking, pronunciation, grammar, and cultural activities used in PowerSpeak languages. It's impossible to cover every type of activity in this module. However, this module will show you how to perform many of the basic functions you'll need. Within each unit, you'll begin and end with an adventure story. Each lesson will build on what's covered in the adventure story. Notice that the instructions are provided at the start of each module. The adventure story is designed to gradually move you from reading in your language to reading and speaking your new foreign language. Here's an example from the French course.
Was I snoring? Yes, you were, and not quietly, I'm afraid.
Sorry, I'm still working on that.
Mesdames et messieurs, bonjour et bienvenue à Paris. Il est 8h27 et la température est à 23 degrés centigrades ou 73 degrés Fahrenheit. Nous vous souhaitons un excellent séjour en France.
I wonder how warm it is out there.
Oh, did you not just hear the flight attendant?
New words gradually will be introduced to you. Try to guess the meaning of the new words through context. You can click on the highlighted words for a definition. Understanding grammar is important when learning a new language. In this example from the German course, you'll find rules that you'll need to master your new language. You can click on highlighted words for a definition. Some activities focus on listening and speaking skills, as in the example from the Chinese course. You can click the speaker button and hear how a native speaker would pronounce the word or phrase.
Jenny, 你好.
Click the microphone button to practice speaking. In this example from the Spanish course, you'll build a vocabulary by matching the Spanish translation with the picture. In this type of activity, you'll need to drag and drop the appropriate word or phrase. Some activities allow you to focus on the pronunciation, as in this example from the Spanish course. Try guessing the correct Spanish translation of the English word or phrase. You can click the speaker button and hear how a native speaker would pronounce a word or phrase.
El agua.
In this activity from the French course, you'll listen to each phrase in French. Click the speaker button to hear the phrase spoken.
Parlez plus lentement, s'il vous plaît.
And then drag and drop it onto the correct English translation. In this example from the French course, you'll need to select the appropriate word or phrase from a list. Simply select the radio button for the correct selection. At any time, you can click the speaker button and hear how a native speaker would pronounce a word or phrase. In this example from the Chinese course, you can listen, record, and compare yourself with a native Chinese speaker. First, try guessing the English translation of the word. Then click on the question mark button to see if you guessed it right. Then click the microphone button and try speaking the Chinese word aloud. Click the speaker button to hear the correct pronunciation.
我.
Some activities require you to construct words, phrases, or sentences. In this example, drag the boxes and arrange them in correct order to form a sentence in French. Notice that this activity is being timed. In this example from the Chinese course, you'll be introduced to new vocabulary, as well as information on Chinese culture.
When the Chinese eat a meal, they typically prefer not to drink anything, unless it's alcohol. And if you want a soda or water, you will have to ask for it. Water may be served, but it's usually hot even in the summertime. The safe alternative is to drink bottled water.
Here's an example from the German course on how flashcards can be used to build vocabulary. Once you are familiar with the new words or phrases, use the flashcards to test yourself. Click the arrow to go to the next card. You can also listen to each word to hear how it should be pronounced. Notice that this activity is being timed. In some modules, you'll be asked to spell a word or write a phrase, as in the example from the German course. As you become more familiar with the new language, you'll soon be able to use words in the appropriate context. In this example from the Chinese course, you'll need to select the appropriate word for the context. You're now ready to try PowerSpeak languages on your own.